We have some optional equipment for today, like always. I would suggest to have a chair with you today, and then some dumbbells if you have them. If not, that's okay. You can always use something else. And then also some exercises that we have today, I would recommend using heavier weight if you have it, and then some of the exercises lighter weight if you have it. So it's up to you, but if you're limited on what you can use, don't worry about it. Okay, so we're gonna get started with the warm-up today. Can you see? I'm gonna actually move this down. Is that all right like that? Maybe I'll go a little bit further down. Just gotta get the angle right. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we're gonna start with some knee drives. So you'll just stand there. You can put your hands right here. We're just gonna drive our knee up. Go to the side like that. Or that's just the side view of it. Just gonna do a few to get warmed up. You also don't have to touch your knees all the way up. So if you're just getting like that, that's totally fine too. You can also try to touch your hands. You can move your hands down too. We'll just do a few more. All right, so we're gonna do butt kickers with arm pulls. So what that's gonna look like is this. It's gonna be like pulling back, and then you're gonna alternate bringing each foot back and kind of like a butt kicker. I don't know any other way to describe it. That's how I've always learned it. Nice job. All right, a few more. Awesome. All right, next thing we're gonna do is skipping. So you can just stand there. We're gonna be skipping in place, so you're not gonna have to move anywhere. We'll just be skipping like that. Good job. You can make it a little more fluid if you want. You can also try to get as high as you can, or you can just keep going. It's up to you. You can also just do stepping like this instead. That's totally fine with me also. Awesome, we'll do like a few more. Nice. All right, so we're gonna do a stand and scoop next. So I want you to get into a staggered stance with your body. You're gonna scoop the air below you. So it's gonna be stretching your hamstring. You don't have to go so low, but I do want you to try to scoop until you feel a slight stretch in the hamstring, just like that. Nice job. We'll do a few on both sides. So 3 more on this side and then we'll switch. Nice job. All right, switch your stance. So the other foot that didn't just go is in the front now. All right, here we go. Good job. We have a few more on this side. Let's go 2 more. Nice job. Hopefully your hamstrings are feeling pretty warm right there. That's a new one that I actually didn't know about before, but I really like it. So I wanted to incorporate it today. All right, so we have 2 more things we're gonna do, and then we're actually gonna get started today. So we have a squat, and we're gonna push our legs. Squat and push legs, what do I mean by that? I wrote that down in my notes, but we're gonna do a squat, and we're gonna push our leg back. So kind of like a lateral raise, but I want you to push off with that leg that's gonna be pushing out to the side. So push just slightly. Good. I'm gonna focus on creating some power. Good job. Go a few more. Let's go 2 more on each side. Last one right here. Good. All right, and then we have some arm circles just to get us warmed up with our arms, and then we'll get started all together today. We'll just do arm circles going forward. We'll go tiny circles and then work them into some bigger circles. Good. All right, and then we're gonna go backwards. So same thing, start small. And then slowly make them bigger. Good. Go really big if you want to. Nice job. All right, that is our warm up for today. So we're gonna move on. I'm gonna first explain what our circuits are gonna look like. So we have 4 circuits total. We're gonna be doing 2 circuits first where we're gonna focus on our legs and arms. And then the last 2 circuits are gonna be more balance and core, some power mixed in too. So that's what we got today. So I'm gonna go through all 4 exercises first, and then just like normal, and then we'll go through, and we have 2 sets for each of the circuits total today. So everything that we do, we're gonna do twice, and then we'll be done with it. All right, so first thing we have is a sit to stand. You're gonna need your chair for this. You're gonna be sitting down. I'm gonna have you put your arms here, and also put your hands on your head, but no assistance on the chair, okay? So we'll be here, we're gonna sit and stand back up, just like that. Seems pretty simple, but it's also really good to focus on when we're looking at power. So a lot of times we need to focus on just being able to create a lot of power in our legs to do something like sitting up from a chair. And then the next thing we have is a single leg RDL. So if you have weight, you can totally use it. If not, that's cool too. We're gonna be here holding our weight. We're gonna go on one leg if you can. So this is good to have your chair nearby. We're gonna try to balance on one leg and go down our front of our leg with our weight and then back up. So this is a really slow movement. I think we've done this in the past too, but you can also do holding onto a chair, going down like that. You can also do a staggered stance. So you'd be here, loading up on that front leg and still doing the same thing. You're not gonna get as much flexibility, but I wanna see your shoulders back as you drop the weight down, okay? Just like that. We have a shoulder press, so you can do this standing or seated. We'll just be here, pressing above our head and then back down, just like that. We got a hammer curl to end things off. So we'll be here instead of just a bicep curl. We'll turn it like you're gonna hammer something, and that'll be our bicep curl there. That's what it looks like on the side. All right, so that's what we have. We have 4 exercises. We have 2 sets of those, and I'll tell you what number we're doing as we're doing it, okay? All right, so get started with our sit to stand. All right, so we have 12 of these, and then we'll move on. All right, here we go. That's 1. 2, really focus on pressing through the bottom of your feet or like the heel of your foot. 3, nice job. 4. 5. 6, halfway there, right there. 7. 8, nice job. 9. 10. 11. And 12, nice job. All right, moving on to our single leg RDL. We have 10 for each side. So if you need your chair, you totally can use it. I'll probably do it without the chair, but I might switch between the staggered stance and the other stance between our sets. So I think I'll do sending a leg back this time, okay? All right, we got 10 on each side. So whichever foot you start with, just make sure that you do the other leg the next time, okay? Here we go. 1, nice job. 2, really try to keep the weight close to you as you're moving it down. You also don't need to go super far down, just until you feel a slight stretch in your hamstring, okay? That's 4. 5. 6. 7, nice job. Really try to keep your shoulders back. If you need to roll them out, you totally can. I like to do that sometimes. Gets me in the right frame of mind. That's 9, last one on this leg. And that's 10. Nice job. All right, switch to the other leg. All right, here we go. That's 1. Oh, lost my balance on that one. That was 2. 3, I probably mentioned this before, but it's also helpful to pick a point on the ground and stare at it, something that doesn't move. That can help with your balance. 5. 6. 7, nice job. 8. 9, last one. And that is 10, nice job. You might also feel a little bit of a flare up in the back or like your lower back. That's totally cool. You're doing the right thing, as long as it's not painful. So. All right, we got our shoulder press next. Also, one thing I was going to mention about single leg RDL is it's really good to do with single leg stuff. So you can kind of feel like, oh, maybe this leg is more balanced than this leg. So it's always good to just like be aware of that kind of thing. All right, we have 10 for these, so we'll get started. 1, 2, nice job. Really try to get a full extension on the way up. Good. 4, 5, you can also kind of shake out your legs if you need to, brace them shoulder width apart, bend your knees slightly. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10, nice job. This is a good exercise to kind of focus and like, if you have a mirror nearby you, you can stare at the mirror and just like focus on the tempo of it. So you want to be going up the same amount of time that you're going back down. It's just good to remember. Okay, we have our hammer curls. We got 12 of these, okay? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, up on the side. 4, 5. Same thing with this one, as I said about the shoulder press. Really try to focus on the tempo of it. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10. We got 2 more. 11. Last one. And 12. Nice job. All right, grab water if you need it. You can always shake out. We have 1 more set of this, and then we're moving on to different exercises. I was just thinking of how much I love the daylight savings. I love it. It's bright outside still. Oh, great. Usually it's dark by this time, so I'm always like, my time is all messed up right now, but that's okay. I'm glad that we have more sunlight in the day. All right, we're gonna get started again. So we got our sit to stand to start, and then we're moving on to single leg RDL, shoulder press, and then hammer curl 1 more time, okay? All right, here we go. We got 12 of these. 1, 2. One thing to focus on with this is really just try to send that power from your legs straight up into like sending you up instead of moving your body forward to lift yourself up. So what I just did, don't try to do that. Don't try to lift down and then up. Just try to push straight through your legs and go all the way up. Makes a slight difference. Nice job. I lost track, so we'll call that 8. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Nice job. All right, we got our single leg RDL. This time I'll do the staggered stance so that you can see the difference between the two. All right. I'm gonna get started with one leg. We got 10 of these and then we'll switch the other leg, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, nice job. 5, really try to keep your arms straight out in front of you. 7, 8, 9, last one, make it really good. And 10, nice job. All right, and switch the other side. Same thing. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there. Keep pushing. 8, 9, last one. Whoa, almost lost it. And that's 10, nice job. All right, we have shoulder press. If you want, you can always do this seated too. It gives you a little more stability in your legs, so you don't have to focus on like the core movement. So you can just do it either way. It's up to you. All right, we have 10 of these. Here we go. That's 1, 2, nice job. 3, 4, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there. 9, last one. And 10, nice job. All right, we got a hammer curl. Same thing, you can actually do this seated too. So it's up to you. I think I'll do it seated this time so you can see both. All right, we got 12 of these, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I shall really focus on the tempo. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, good. That's 10, we got 2 more. 11, last one. And 12, good job. All right, grab water if you need it. We are gonna move on to the next set. Or not next set, next circuit altogether. So this is a pretty lengthy break because I will just explain all the 4 exercises we're gonna be doing next. So we have squat pulses. So it'll probably be about 3 seconds, but I'll go down. So I'll say down, pulse, and then back up. So you can just follow along with me. I might change up the tempo just a little bit to make it a fun. And then we have a side skip to floor touch. So this one requires a little bit of flexibility. So if you don't have that necessarily, you can always just kind of modify it as you need to. So what it's going to be, you're going to skip and touch down. So skip, touch the opposite arm to the opposite leg. So if you want, you can also try to go wider. Or if you want, you can be like here and maybe like touch your knee, just like that. Okay, so that's what we have. And then we have tricep kickbacks for the next thing. So if you have weight, you can use it. We're going to be here, slight bend in our knees, feet shoulder width apart. We're just going to send our arms back. So really try to squeeze when you get to the top of this exercise like that. Okay, then we have lateral raises to end this circuit. So we'll be here, lateral raise like this. If this flares up your shoulders at all, don't do it. I can also find something else that you could maybe do in turn of not doing that. So we have this, but if you want, I can change that up, okay? Just let me know. So that's what we have for this circuit. We have 10 for everything except for the side skip floor touch. That's going to be 12. Okay, are you ready? We're going to get started with the squat pulses. So feet shoulder width apart. You're going to drop our hips, send your butt back, and keep your chest up, okay? Here we go. Down and up. Down and up. That's 2. Down and up. 3. Down and up. 4. Down and up. 5. That's halfway there. Down and up. 6. Down and up. 7. Down and up. 8. Down. Gotta hold it. Okay, and up. Nice show. And then last one right here. Down and up. Nice job. All right, you can shake out your legs if you need to. We have those side skips, and then we're gonna floor touch. So you can send your foot slightly back, so it'll be like a staggered stance, kind of like what we did before on each time that you do it, okay? We have 12 total, so we'll go 12 each way. Yeah. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of like that. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Nice job. Those are a little challenging just because it's kind of an odd movement trying to get your body all the way down there. So feel free to modify it how you need to, but nice job on that. Now we have tricep kickbacks. All right, so feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, and hold our arms out here, and then we're just gonna go back that way. We have 10 of these. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. All right, we got our lateral raises, and then we're done with our first set for circuit 2. All right, here we go. We got 10 of these. 1. Feel free to do this with or without weight. You can also do front raises if you want. So you can always do this. That doesn't hurt. It's up to you. It's good to get the mobility anyways. So we'll call that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. All right, grab one if you need it. We're going to get started with set 2 of circuit 2. And then we'll move on to other exercises. How are we doing on time? Cool. All right, so we have our squat pulses again. So we'll be down and back up, then the skips, tricep kickbacks, and lateral raises, okay? All right, we got our squat pulses first. All right, here we go. Down, up, 1, down, and up, 2, down, and up, 3, down, and up, 4, down, and up. Nice job. 5, down, and up. That's 6, down, and up. 7, down, and up. 8, down. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and up. That's 9, last one, down. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and up. That's 10. Nice job. Had to throw in some curveballs for you guys. Don't want to make it too easy. Okay, we have our side skip. So you can also do, like I said before, the modification of just touching your knee, or you can try to get a little bit further down if you have the flexibility, just like that, okay? All right, we have 12 in total. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Nice job. All right, tricep kickbacks. We're just going to cruise through the rest of this so we can move on to our last 2 sets. All right, here we go. Feet shoulder width apart. We're going to send our arms back, really squeeze at the top of the movement. That's 2, 3, 4. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. All right, we got our lateral raises, and then we're done with the circuit. So modify as you need it. All right, here we go. We got 10. One thing to note with the lateral raise is to not go too far above your shoulders. So like try to make a T with your body instead of a Y. Kind of a slight Y, but it's good to think about. This is 5 right here. Good. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Great job. All right, grab water if you need it. I won't explain the next thing we're doing. You get an extended break. Okay, so this is going to be a knee drive to, so circuit 3 is going to be, like I said before, a little bit more balance, and then we have our core also. So it'll be a little bit of legs, but it's mostly focused on balance. So the first thing we have is a knee drive to a lateral raise. So it'll be knee drive to lateral raise. You can hold on to something if you need to. That's totally fine. I have my chair right now, but that's okay. And then we have a lunge to knee drive. I would recommend for this one to use a chair because it is a somewhat challenging exercise. So you have your chair here. We're going to lunge back like that. You can also just go back here. You don't have to go all the way down. It's up to you, depending on your flexibility. We're going to go forward into a knee drive with that same leg that went back. So it'll be a lunge to knee drive. Lunge to knee drive. Just like that, okay? And if you're using a chair to hold on to something, I want to see your arm to go up when you're sending that leg back. And when you bring it up, pretend that this arm would be coming up. So I want you to focus on that like coordination between the arm and leg coming up at the same time, opposite arm, opposite leg, okay? And then we have core knee drives. So I really like this exercise. You can do this with different weight if you want to. You can hold one above your head and one to your side. We're going to do knee drives like this. So you're going to just hold it static. We're just going to knee drive up like that. If you need to modify it, you totally can. You would hold on to a chair. You probably wouldn't hold on to the weight then. Same thing though, you're going to have one above your head and just knee drive up. We have 12 on each side. So we'll go 12, switch, 12 on the other side, okay? All right, so that is what we have. For all of these, honestly, you can use a chair if you need to. Like before with the knee drive to lateral raise, you just be holding onto a chair that whole time, okay? But I want you to try to challenge yourself within good limits of your balance, okay? All right, so we have our knee drive to lateral raise first. We have 10 of these, 2 sets again for this whole circuit. All right, here we go. That's 1, 2, 3, try to pick a point on the ground and stare at it while you're doing this, or on the wall, it's up to you. 5, 6, 7, 8, good job. 9, last one on this side, and 10, great job. All right, we're switching to the other side, so if you need to maneuver your chair, feel free to. All right, here we go, other side. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 4. 5, nice job. 6, 7, almost there. 8, that's 9, 10. Nice job. Those ones can be challenging. It's also challenging for the foot that's like on the ground the whole time instead of one that's moving. So that's cool. Okay, now we have our lunge to knee drive. I'm gonna do it with the chair. Okay, so I'll maneuver it to the other side, but also for the side that you're holding the chair on, I want you to use the opposite leg. So the leg that's furthest away from the chair, that's the one that's going to be lunging back and then driving forward, okay? All right, we have 10 of these. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Okay, stretch it out. You can shake out your legs if you need to. Maneuver your chair to the other side. I guess I could just do this side. All right, we have 10 on the other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With your lunge, really try to focus on just dropping your hips so you're not moving your body forward. You're just dropping your hips where they are. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Nice job. Those ones are good. They're challenging, so we'll definitely keep working on them. All right, now we have our core knee drive. A lot of knee drives. This is like our knee drive circuit. It'll be good though. So we're gonna hold one above our head. Try to keep your arm out the whole time. Your arm's gonna start to creep down as you continue with the exercise, but really try to keep it out there. And we have 12 on each leg. And then we'll switch. Actually, no, I'm gonna change that. We're gonna do 12 total, so we'll do 6 on one arm, or 6 on one leg, 6 on the other leg, and then we'll switch to this, okay? All right, here we go. 1, 2, it's just a static hold, so you're just gonna hold your arm up the whole time, good. That's 4, 5, and 6, nice job. Other side. So same arms, different leg. Yeah, there we go. That'll be 1, 2, 3, really feel your core engaging with this. 5, and 6, nice job. All right, So we're going to switch arms. So the other arm is going to be holding up now. Same thing, we're doing 6 on one leg, 6 on the other leg. All right, here we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nice job. Other side, other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one, and 6. Nice job. All right, feel free to grab water if you want it. We're going to do one more time with all 3 of those exercises. And then we're going to move on to our last circuit today. You guys are doing awesome. All right, I feel like it's really hot in here today. I'm just like sweating a bunch. Okay. We have our knee drive to lateral raise to start us off. Sorry, I sat down just like as a little break. That was my rest time. All right, we got our knee drive and then a lateral raise. Here we go. Got 10 on each side. 1, 2, 3. That's 4. Nice job. Really try to squeeze on the side as you're lifting your leg up. Good. That's 5 right there. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Great job. All right, switch to the other side. If you may move your chair, you totally can. All right, here we go, other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there, keep pushing. 8, 9, make this last one really good. And 10, great job. Those are good. All right, we got our lunge to knee drive. So definitely use a chair for this. You really want to challenge yourself, you can do it without, but I would recommend using a chair. All right, same thing as last time. The leg that's furthest away from the chair, that's the one that's going to be lunging back and driving up and forward, okay? All right, we got 10 of these, and then we'll switch to the other side, and then you won't see them again. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Switching to the other side. We got 10 more, and then we won't do these again. All right, so make these 10 really good. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job, crushing it out here. All right, so we got our core knee drives, and then I think we're done with knee drives after that. We've been doing a lot. All right, so same thing. We have 6 on each leg while holding up on one side, and then we'll switch to the other side and do the 6 and 6. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So switch to the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nice job. So I'm going to switch to the other arm going up. The last time we'll do this, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switch to the other leg, keeping your arm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one, 6. Great job. All right, definitely grab some water if you need it. You might want to stretch out your hip flexors after this. Like, there's a lot of hip flexion activity in that last circuit. All right, so if you have your chair, definitely grab it. We're going to be doing seated calf raises to start our very last circuit for today. So with the seated calf raises, I'll just kind of show you what it looks like. You're going to be sitting down with your feet a little bit in front of the chair. You can leave the weight here, and we're going to do calf raises like that. So maybe I'll move back so you can see. So do like this, and then you're going to raise your heels up off the ground and push into the balls of your feet while holding the weight there. All right, and then the next thing we have are skaters. This is kind of like the side skip that we did earlier, but you're not going to have to bend down, so we'll just be going side to side like this. I want you to even try, if you can, to land with one leg. If that's too much, that's totally fine. It'll be more like a step. So like you step first with one leg and then the other leg. If you can, try to land and hold it for a second before putting your foot down. If you can go and do both sides without putting your foot down, that's awesome. You have good balance. Definitely try it out, okay? And then we have standing crunches to end today. So we'll go standing side crunches. We'll just go with that. I guess it's kind of like a bicycle crunch, but standing. That's what we got today, okay? So we have 12, 10 for the skaters, so 10 total, and then 12 for the standing crunches. And then we'll be done for today. We'll cool down, and then we'll be done. You can go enjoy the rest of your beautiful sunny day. All right, so we have our weight here. We have 12 all together. So let's get started. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Something is said in the chat, but I couldn't see it. 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. Nice job. All right, let me check what was said in the chat first. You can grab water if you need it. We'll do set and 1 set and leave. Okay, sounds good. Thank you for joining us today. I appreciate it. All right, so we have our skaters. So we're gonna go skating side to side, standing crunches, and then our cool down for today. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, we got 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. All right, we got our standing crunches. You can do this with weight if you want to. So you'd be holding it up here like that, or you can do it without weight. It's up to you. I'll probably do it without weight. It feels a little awkward sometimes. All right, here we go. We got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10. We got 2 more. 11 and 12. Great job. We have 1 more set of all 3 of those, and then we're done for today. So I'll probably give you a short water break if you want it, but we'll just get set up for the next thing. All right, we got our seated calf raises. We got 12 of them. All right, here we go. It's 1, 2, 3. If you want more of a challenge, you can totally stand up with these too. It's up to you. That's 4. I think I might have messed up the count. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10. Got 2 more. 11 and 12. Nice job. Skaters and then standing crunches. Then we get to the best part, the cool down. All right, here we go. Then we try to challenge yourself with the balance on this one, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Nice job on that. Okay, we got our standing crunches. I'll do it with weight. Why not? We got 12 of these total, and then we're done for today. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, and 12. Great job. Way to push yourself today. I also lied about not doing any more knee drives. We just did like hip flexion stuff with our standing crunches. Anyways, we're moving on to our cool down. So we're gonna do quad pulls to get us started. So if you need a chair to hold on to, you totally can. Just gonna grab your foot and then pull slightly. You don't have to pull super hard to feel any stretch up in the quads. So we'll just hold this for a few seconds and switch to the other side. All right, I'm gonna switch to the other side. Same thing, holding it, just getting a good stretch. It's a good time to check in with yourself, see how you're feeling. I like to do that after a workout, like how am I feeling right now? Do I feel better than I started, or like when I started working out today? Usually the answer is yes, so that's always a good thing. All right, we got our knee pulls. Just pull your knee. If you need, you can also hold on to something. Nice job. Good balance. A few more seconds. You can also wiggle your feet, your ankle a little bit, get some movement. All right, switch to the other side. Same thing. This feels so good for me. I went and deadlifted with my roommate, and my legs are so sore. So like training all day today, I was like, okay, I need to like warm up, stretch out my legs before doing exercises because I'm just so sore. All right, we're gonna do hip circles next. So we're gonna lift up our leg, draw circles with our knees. We're gonna do like, let's go like 5 going backwards, and then we'll go 5 forward, and we'll switch the other leg. 3, 4, 5. Nice shots. Now we're going to draw from backwards forward. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side. Here we go. Going to drop backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great job. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stretch out our back and arms and our hamstrings a little bit. Now, once you get into a fairly wide stance, we're going to reach for the ground. You can touch the ground, that's awesome. You can also lean side to side. So if you want to lean to one leg, you totally can. And then make sure to lean to the other leg. If you can touch your hands down to the ground, you can also like put your feet wider if you need to. You can also push into your wrist slightly. You can also flip them to the opposite side to just get a little bit of forearm stretch. It's up to you. But you can also just kind of hang there if you need to. Hang to one side, the other side. It's good. Sometimes my back pops when I do this, and it always feels good. All right, a few more seconds, and then when we get up, we're gonna get slow. So I don't want you to like stand up super fast. I want you to go slow so you don't get lightheaded. All right, and then we're gonna do our routine cleansing breath to end today. So I want you to check in with yourself, think about your body and think about how you showed up today and just appreciate yourself. We're gonna do a few breaths, okay? So we'll do like 3, breathe in, hold for 3, or hold for 2, and then breathe out, okay? All right, here we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out. Great job today. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for doing your best. I appreciate it. And yeah, glad to have you here.